this book it's called The Heart of the Woods, and it is about our relationships with trees, woodlands, and wood as a material. So I travelled around the UK and Ireland talking to different people who have different relationships with woodlands. So I talked to ecologists, mycologists, so people who study fungi. I talked with people who create beautiful things out of wood. Actually, one of the legacies of that is my desk is covered in things that I have collected on my travels. So one of the things that I will are you recording the video of this as well?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So I can show things.
Of course.
Okay, so at the moment I'm growing an oak tree on my desk.
That's really cool.
Yes. And that is an oak that's being grown from an acorn from the most famous tree in Ireland called the Brian Boru oak, so named after the ancient king of Ireland. And so I went out with a seed collector, and he taught me about collecting seeds to restore the ancient Irish rainforests, which is an amazing thing. And then as part of the research, I got to go to Japan. Got to go to talk with some super traditional woodworkers, so people who make things out of steam bent wood, wood carvers. So one of the other things I've got over here is a really, really rather beautiful carved wooden daruma, a Buddha, which is made out of a single piece of yew wood, I think it is, and it's incredibly beautiful. I came back with loads and loads of bits and pieces. So I didn't meet the maker of this particular one. It's a practitioner of an art called Ichi Itabori, yew wood carving. And it's very, very super traditional. There's no painting on it. It's made with a handful of small tools. Ancient wood, really, really beautiful.
Wow.
So I spent some time talking with craftspeople in the Japanese Alps, and spending time with them and learning about their art, and learning about an art that's kind of dying out at the moment. There are some theories that once this generation of craftspeople dies, that lots of that art will be lost forever, really, because they're not taking on apprentices.
Why? Why not?
Why not? All sorts of reasons. Partly because the apprenticeship model is really, really intensive. So a master will take on an apprentice, and your apprenticeship for an art like the yew wood carving might be 12 years.
Wow.
So I met some old carvers in a little workshop who talked to me about their 12-year apprenticeship, in which each year they were given a particular carving to do, and all they did for the whole year was just practice that same carving over and over and over again. And they were the 12 years, 12 Chinese zodiac signs. So each of the years they'd be given an animal to carve, and over the year you'd perfect your carving of that. You'd copy exactly what the master before you had done. And so one of the reasons is people don't want to take on those sorts of apprenticeships anymore. If you don't get on with your master, the likelihood is now that you'd probably just walk away. There isn't that much demand for the products anymore. They're not hugely popular like they might have been in the 70s or 60s, and for centuries before. But tastes have changed, and to do lots of these tasks, you have to make your own tools. So there's a lack of skills in making those tools, and people want money. There's not much money in it. You're living with your master for pretty much no pay, and even afterwards you have to work for them to pay them back. So I suppose in today's world, young people might not think that's a particularly attractive thing.